welcome back to another video. We're on a roll today. So, back to the brush series, I'm going to show you the different types of brushes that we get and also how to clean them after use. So, of course, by now you have seen the usual acrylic brush and the gel brush. Okay, so I'm going to go more into detail about how to clean these brushes in other videos so that you can learn really well on how to prevent them getting messed up and how to clean them after every application as well. And also how to prep them have been in previous videos, so please check that out as well. And remember that every single brush needs to have the utmost care so that it can last you long, because it is your tool that you will use for years to come, and it's what makes your profession successful. So besides the gel brushes, the acrylic brushes, etc., it's also your lamp and your e-file. So invest in those items as well as really good products. Those are the 4 fundamentals of success in the industry, I think. So this is my acrylic brush. It's a number 10. You do get smaller, so smaller is number 8, and smaller than that is number 6, and smaller than that is number 4. I want to buy a number 6 brush so that I can see if my fills are easier, and I also want to buy a bigger brush, like maybe a number 12, to see if I prefer that as well. This is my Young Nails sculptor, and I absolutely love it, as I'm sure I've told you before. Then these are gel brushes. You also get gel brushes in different shapes and sizes. So these are extensions onto a different gel brush, onto a different brush. So you get pointed, which isn't very popular, but you also get oval. This one is an oval brush. You can see. And this one over here is a round brush. So I just want to show you the difference between. So oval will taper in a little and be quite long and thin, where a round brush is quite short and doesn't taper inwards, so it doesn't go like this. And normally the round is used for polygel, and this is used for hard gel and painting potted colors as well. The flats are usually used for I think like building out. You can use this for polygel as well, but you can use it for building out your extensions or building your apex of your hard gel product as well. These brushes are affordable, and these ones are really professional, so you can see the difference. They are also synthetic brushes. You get natural brushes, like my acrylic brush, for example, is a natural brush. It's called a Kolinsky brush, and it's made from an animal, a sable's hair. So that's why they're normally very expensive, because it comes from an animal. And gel brushes tend to be synthetic. Okay. Then you get your art brushes as well. So art brushes can look like this, which is an angled brush because it's angled up. This is for smile lines or one stroke as well. This one is a Emi brush, which is a Russian or Ukrainian brand. Okay. Then you get Macro Detailer, which is very, very thin brush. Then you get your striper brushes. You can see this one is very, very thin. This one is a little bit thicker. Also, you get what's called a fine detailer, which is in the same shape as a striper, but much, much, much thicker and dense. I do not have a fine detailer. I will be getting one in the future. I haven't really had a need for it as of yet, but I would like to try some art out with it and see how that goes. So I'll be getting other art brushes, but these are the basic ones that you get. This is an ombre brush. I was beautifully gifted this brush, which is so beautiful, by an amazing friend who gave me this brush to use. So pretty. Then you get these brushes where you also get a very little one that's rounded like this to do flower petals with and things like that. This one also has a lot of different types of uses, which I'll be showing in later videos to do with art and all that stuff. And then this one is your 3D brush. So this is for 3D acrylic. If you do 3D gel as well, you can use this type of brush for the gel, but I do not recommend using the same brush. So get yourself a different brush for your gel, your 3D gel and your 3D acrylic. You can also use tools like this, which is a silicone tool for your 3D gel or your chrome pigments to rub into the nail. I was also gifted this by the same friend. He has such a lovely heart. And this side can really get those flower petals down with 3D gel. You get many, many, many more brushes than this, but these are obviously the ones that I work with and the ones that I use the most. There's flower petal gels, brushes, which people can use for all sorts of stuff. Then such as painting petals on the hands, on the nails. You also get art brushes that are of different shapes and sizes, and they all have a different sort of effect to the nail. So it just depends on what type of effect you're trying to get, which will then determine which brushes you'll get. But a striper brush, normally this is a 7mm, so it's 7mm long, and this is my number 2 acrylic 3D brush. It's what I prefer. You can get a bigger 3D brush to do what, if you want to. Mine's got some glitter in from acrylic. You can also use, cut old brushes which is frayed. This works really well for ombre, I promise you. And also to smudge alcohol inks with the solution. So it's just an old long liner which I cut because it was fraying and in terrible shape. So now I'm going to talk a bit about how to clean your brushes after use. All these brushes, except for the acrylic brush, you just need a lint-free wipe and nothing else. No cleanser on it, nothing. That immediately after use, you will just wipe it. So let's put a little bit of gel on here and show you. So if I put some gel, see, you got some on the pot. So if I put some gel on this brush, for example, and I used it for an extension or an overlay or whatever, and I just want to clean it, a dry lint-free wipe is all you need, and you just remove the gel off. That's all you have to do. It's that simple. The same with the striper brush, you'll do the same. You'll just take the color off. There's no need for terrible solvents or anything that's going to damage your brush and dry them out and fray them. Absolutely no need for that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. If you find a brush and you're not sure what it does, please drop me a message and I'll try and get back to you about what it is. If I don't know, I'm sure I can find someone who will know. So thank you for joining. Till the next video. Bye.